trysting for a bacchanal, a feast of Pan or Callias or Gentilis, the tambourines would block the rowdy streets. But now there's not a woman to be seen. Except, yes, this neighbour of mine yonder. Good day, Helene.
Good day, Lysistrata. Ooh, but what has vexed you so? Tell me, child, what are these black looks for? It doesn't suit you to knit your eyebrows up plumly like that.
Helenice, it's more than I can bear. I'm hot all over with blushes for our sex. Men say we're slippery rogues.
And aren't they right?
Yet summoned here on most tremendous business for deliberations till they snuggle in bed.
My dear, they'll come. It's hard. For women. You know, to get away. There's so much to be done. Husbands to be patted and put in good tempers. Servants to be poked out. Children to be washed and soothed with lulets and fed with mouthfuls of pap.
But I tell you, here's a far more weighty object.
And what is it all about, dear Lysistrata, that you've called the women hither in a troop? What sort of an object is it?
A very large one.
Ooh. And is it long, too?
Indeed, it might be very lengthy.
And yet they're not all here.
No man's connected with it. If that were the prize, they'd soon come skipping along. No, this concerns an object I've felt over and turned this way and that for sleepless nights.
It must be fine to stand such long attention.
So fine that it comes to this. Greece saved by woman.
By woman? Wretched thing, I'm sorry for it.
Our country's fate is henceforth in our hands to destroy the Peloponnesians, root and branch.
What could be nobler?
Wipe out the Boeotians.
I'm not utterly. Have mercy on the eels.
But with regard to Athens, note I'm careful not to say any of these nasty things. Still, thought is free. But if the girls join us from Peloponnesia and Boeotia, then hand in hand we'll rescue Greece.
How could we do such a big, wise deed? We women who dwell quietly adorning ourselves in gowns of lucid gold with gaudy toilette of stately silk and dainty little slippers.
These are the very armaments of the rescue. These crocus gowns, this outlay of finest myrrh, slippers, cosmetics dusting beauty, and robes with rippling creases of light.
Yes, but how?
No man will dare lift a lance against another.
I'll run and have my tunic dyed crocus.
Or take up a shield.
I'll get a stately gown.
Or unscabbard a sword.
Let me buy a pair of slippers.
Now tell me, are the women right to lag?
They should have turned birds. They should have grown wings and flown.
My friend, you'll see they prove true Athenians. Always too late. Why, there's not a woman from the shoreward dems arrived, not one from Salamis.
Well, I know they were up at dawn, rocking aboard their husbands, if not the ships.
And I'd have staked my life the Acharnian dames would have been here first, but they haven't come either.
Well, there's always Theagenes' wife. We can count on her. She consulted Hecate. But look, there comes some now, and see, more behind. Where are they from?
From Anagyra they come.
Yes, they generally manage to come first.
Are we late, Lysistrata? What's that? Nothing to say?
I've not much to say to you, Marine, dawdling on so vast an affair.
I couldn't find my girdle in the dark. But if the affair's so wonderful, tell us, what is it?
No, let us stay a little longer till the girls from Peloponnesia and Boeotia are here to listen.
That's the best advice! Oh, here comes Lampito.
Welcome, Lampito. Dear Spartan girl with a delightful face, washed in the rosy spring. How fresh you look in the easy stride of your sleek slenderness. Why, you could strangle a bull.
I think I could. It's from exercise and keeping me behind.
What lovely breasts you own.
A sesame tickler with such tender chucks, I feel as if I were an altar victim.
And who is this youngster?
Boeotian lady.
There never was much undergrowth in Boeotia. Such a smooth place, and this girl takes after it.
Yeah, I never saw a lawn so primly kept.
This girl?
A sonsy, open-looking jinker. She's a Corinthian.
Yes, isn't she? Very open in some ways particularly.
But who's gathered this council of women to meet here today?
I have.
Propound then what you want of us.
What is this amazing news you have to tell?
I'll tell you, but first answer me one small question.
As you like.
Are you not sad your children's fathers go off endlessly soldiering afar in this plodding war? I'm willing to wager there's not one here whose husband is at home.
Mine's been in Thrace, keeping an eye on Ukrainians these 5 months past.
And mine left me for Pylo 7 months ago at least.
And as for mine, why, no sooner has he slipped out from the line, why, he straps his shield and he's snicked off again.
And not the slightest glitter of a lover. And since the Milesians betrayed us, I've not seen the image of a single upright male to be a marble consolation to us. Now tell me, will you join me if I find the means to stamp the war out?
By the two goddesses, yes! I will, though I have to pawn this very dress and drink the barter money the same day.
And I too, though I'm split up like a fish and half is hacked off at the price of peace.
And I too. Why, to get a peep at this shy thing, I'd clamber to the tip-top of Tagetis.
Then I'll expose my mighty mystery. Oh, women, if we would compel the men to bow to peace, we must refrain.
From what? Well, tell us!
Will you truly do it then?
We will, we must die for it.
We must refrain from all touch of baubled love. Why your face is blushed? Why do you weep? Will you or won't you, or what do you mean?
No, I won't do it. Let the war proceed.
No, I won't do it. Let the war proceed.
You too, dear fish. You that said just now you didn't mind being split right up in the least.
No, anything else, dear Lysistrata. Bid us walk in fire, but do not rob us of that darling joy. What else is like it?
And you,
Oh, please, give me the fire instead.
glued to the least drop in the tiniest vein, our sex is fitly food for tragic poets. Our whole life's but a pile of kisses and babies. But, hardy Spartan, if you'll join me, all may be righted yet. Oh, help me. Help me.
That's a sore, sore thing to ask of us, by the twa. A lass to sleep her lane and never fill love's gap except with makeshifts? But let it be. Peace and wonder quarter first.
My friend, the only one that's this herd of weaklings.
But if we should refrain, as you would have us, how is peace induced?
By the goddesses, now can't you see? All we have to do is sit idly indoors with roses smoothed on our cheeks, our bodies burning naked through the shining cords of a Morgus silk, and meet the men with our dear Venus plaits plucked, trim, and neat. Their stirring love will rise up furiously. They'll beg our knees to open. That's our time. We'll disregard their knocking, beat them off, and they will soon be rabid for a peace, I'm sure of it.
But what avail will our scheme be if our husbands take us at our word and leave us?
There's only left in Ferocretes' phrase, to flay a skinned dog, flay more our flayed toys.
Oh, proverbs are no satisfaction in bed. But what if our husbands drag us for all our kicking onto the couch?
Cling to the doorpost.
And if they should force us?
Yield then, but with a sluggish, cold indifference. There's no pleasure for them in sullen mating. Besides, we have other ways to madden them. They cannot stand up long, and they've no delight unless we fit their aim with merry succor.
Well, if you must have it so, we'll all agree.
For us, I have no doubt. We can convince our men to strike a fair and decent peace. But how will ye pitch out the battle frenzy of the Athenian populace?
I promise you, we'll wither up that curse.
I don't believe it. Not will they have one ship Orden rigged or all those stacks and stacks and stacks of silver.
I've thought the whole thing out. There's no flaw. We surprised the Acropolis today. That's the duty set the older dames. While we sit here talking, they are to go and on pretense of sacrificing, seize it.
Oh, Certi. That's fine. All's working for the best.
Now, Lampito, let us tie ourselves to this high purpose as tightly as the hemp of words can knot together.
Set out the terms in detail, and we'll all swear to it.
Place the shield boss downward on the ground and bring the victims inwards.
But Lysistrata, what is this oath we're to swear?
What an oath! In Aeschylus, they take a slaughtered sheep and swear upon a buckler. Why not we?
Lysistrata, peace sworn on a buckler.
What oath would suit us then?
Something we could ride would be our best insignia. A white horse. Let's swear upon its entrails.
A horse, indeed.
And what should symbolize us?
This, as I shall tell you. First, place a great dark bowl upon the ground. Then disembowel a skin of Thasian wine. Then swear we'll not add a drop of water.
Oh, what oath could cling pleasanter than that, eh?
Bring me a bowl, then, and a skin of wine.
I know.
But you don't find it.
Oh, I don't know.
Down.
Found the bowl.
Yeah. See what a splendid bowl it is. I'd not say no if asked to sip it off.
Place the bowl on the ground. Place hands all on the victim. Sky Queen, who give us the last word in arguments, and thee, O bowl, dear comrade, we beseech, hear our oblation and be propitious to us.
What lovely blood. See how it gushes out.
I want to leave some fragrance through the air.
Now, dears, if you'll permit me, I'll speak first.
Only if you draw the lot, my Aphrodite.
Now, grasp the brim, you, Lampito, and all. You, Calanice, repeat for the rest each word I say. Then all must take oath and pledge their legs to the same stern conditions. To husband or lover, I'll not open thighs.
To husband or lover are not open thighs.
Though he bring proof of love of monstrous size.
Though he bring proof of love of monstrous size. Oh, Lysistrata, my knees are failing me.
But still at home, ignoring him, I'll stay.
But still at home, ignoring him, I'll stay.
Beautiful, clad in saffron silks all day.
Beautiful, clad in saffron silks all day.
If he then seizes me by dint of force.
If he then seizes me by dint of force.
I'll give him reason for a long remorse.
I'll give him reason for long remorse.
I'll never lie and stare up at the ceiling.
I'll never lie and stare up at the ceiling.
Nor like a lion on all fours go kneeling.
Nor like a lion on all fours go kneeling.
If I keep faith, then bounteous cups be mine.
If I keep faith, then bounteous cups be mine.
If not, to nauseous water change this wine.
If not, to nauseous water change this wine.
Do you all swear to this?
We do.
Why not?
Then I shall immolate the victim thus.
Here now, share fair, let's all quaff down that friendship in turn.
What kind of woman have a price?
It is as I told you, the women have appropriated the citadel. Now, Lampito, dash off to your own land and raise the rebels there. These will serve as hostages, while we ourselves take our place in the ranks and drive the bolts right home.
Oh, but won't the men march straight against us?
And what if they do? No threat shall creak our hinges wide. No torch shall light a fear within us. We will come out to peace alone.
That's it. By Aphrodite, as in days of old, let us seem hard and obdurate.
Wait, move ahead, Tracy's. Oh, your shoulders taped, I see. We're lugging uphill these knobbed branches of the olive tree. How upside down and wrong way round. A long life sees things grow. Streamadorus. Who'd have thought affairs could tangle so?
The women whom at home we fed, like weightless fools with fostering bread, have impiously come to this. They've stolen the Acropolis. With bolts and bars our orders flout, and shut us out.
Well, go, Philerges, bustle thither. We'll lay our faggots on the ground in neat stacks, beleaguering the insurgents all around. And those vile conspiratoresses, plotters of such mischief dire, will pile and burn together in a vast and righteous fire.
Oh, they'll get no brag while I've a vein to beat. Cleomenes himself was hurtled out in sore defeat. His stiff-backed Spartan pride was bent. Out. Stripped of all his arms he went.
Oh, that was a siege. Our men were ranged in lines of 17 deep before the gates, and never left their post there once, even to sleep. Should I not smite the rash presumption then of foes like these? Detested of all of the gods and Euripides, else may not the Marathon plain boast my trophied victories.
Well, go! There's but a little space to reach the place. A deadly climb this was, a tricky road with all this bumping load a pack-ass soon would tire. Well, further still, drive up the hill! Puff the fire inside, or as we reach the top we'll find it's died. I choke with the smoke.
Lord Heracles, how acrid hot out of the pot this mad dog smokes leap, biting angrily. Oh, 'tis Linmian fire that smokes, or else it would not sting my eyes thus. Tracy's, now or never the assault must be made. Oh, I choke with the smoke.
Ooh, thank be the gods the fire peeps and crackles as it should. Now, why not first slide off our backs these weary loads of wood? And dip a vine branch in the brazier till it glows. Then, straightway hurl it at the battering ram against the stubborn gate. If they refuse to draw the bolts in immediate compliance, we'll set fire to the wood, and smoke will strangle their defiance.
A spluttering drench of smoke. There, come from off my back. Oh, is there no Samos General to help me unpack? There! For the last time now it's galled my shoulder. Kindle embers, brazier, and dutifully smolder. Kindle a brand, that I first may strike the citadel. Aid me, Lady Victory, and a triumph trophy may tell how we did anciently this insane audacity quell.
What is that rising yonder? Oh, that ruddy sky, that smoky scurry. Oh, something in a blaze? Quick, quick, my comrades, hurry! Nicodisi, helter-skelter! Oh, these dreadful old men and their dog laws of hate.
There, I'm all a-tremble lest I turn out to be too late. I could scarcely get near the spring, though I rose before dawn. What with the tattling of tongues and rattling of pitchers and one jostling din with slaves pushing in.
Oh, still here at last the water's drawn, and with it eagerly I run, tell those of my friends who stand in danger of being burned alive. For I am told a tale of driveling graybeards hobbled to the fields, great faggots in each ball-seat hand, as if a hot bath to prepare, and threatening that out they'll drive these wicked women, or soon leave them charring into ashes there.
Oh, goddess, suffer not this deed to be done, I pray. We should see Greece and Athens with their warlike acts repealed. For this alone in this thy hold, oh, goddess with the helm of gold, we laid hands upon thy sanctuary Athene. Then our ally be, and where they cast their fires of slaughter, direct our water.
Let me go, you villainous old men! What's this you do? No honest man, no pious man could do such things as you!
Here's something most original, I have no doubt. A swarm of women sentinels to man the walls without.
So we scare you, do we? Do we seem a fearful host? You only see the smallest fraction mustered at this post.
Oh, Tracy's, shall we stop these chattering tricks? Suppose it now, upon their backs we splinter these our sticks.
Let us put our pitchers down so our bodies will be free in case these lumping fellows try to cause some injury.
Oh, hit them hard! Hit them again! Hit them until they run
away, and perhaps that's when they'll learn not to have too much to say.
Go on, then. Do it. But like a dog, I'll snap at every scrap of dangling meat in my sight.
Whoa! Be quiet or I'll bash you out of many years to come!
Now you just touched Stratilis with the top joint of your thumb.
What damage can you do if with my fist your face I beat?
I'll rip you with my teeth and strew your entrails at your feet.
Now I appreciate Euripides' strange subtlety. Woman is the most shameless of all the beasts that be.
Oh, Gretel, come and let us pick up our water jars once more.
Oh, cursed drab, what have you brought that water for?
Oh, what have you fire for then, you smelly corpse yourself to burn?
To build a pyre and make your comrades ready for the urn.
Oh, and I've just the water to put out your fire immediately.
She's gonna put out my fire.
Yes, sir, as you soon will see.
I don't know why I hesitate to roast you with this flame.
Ooh, if you've got any soap, you'll go off cleaner than you came.
Cleaner, you dirty slut!
A nuptial bath in which to lie.
Oh, you hear that insolence?
I'm a free woman,
Oh, I'll make you hold your tongue.
Henceforth you'll serve in no more jury.
Burn off her hair for her.
Forward, while I quench their fury.
Oh, hot enough. Oh.
Water, perhaps you'll bloom again. Why not?
Oh, man, I'm shrinking with cold.
Next time you fire, you'll warm yourself and leave us to our lot.
Have the luxurious rights of women glittered their libertine show, the drumming tapped out crowd, the Sabasian mysteries summoned their mob? Was I here on the last day of the assembly? For Demostratus, let bad luck befall him, was roaring, "We must sail for Sicily." And a woman, lopsided with drink, throwing herself about, was shrilling out, "Weep for Adonis! Weep for Adonis!" And Demostratus was shouting and screaming, "We must levy hoplites in Zakynthus." And that woman, up to her ears in wine, was shrilling, "Woe for Adonis! Woe for Adonis!" And that scoundrelly politician, that lunatic ox, was bellowing bad advice through her tipsy shrieks. Such other follies wanting in that.
Oh, if you only knew they're full of effrontery. Besides sousing us with water from their pots, for we stand here wringing our clothes as though we'd pissed them.
By Poseidon justly done. For in part with us must lie the blame for their dissolute behavior and the pap and appetites they learn. For thus grows the seedling lust to blossoming. A man goes into a shop and says, "Goldsmith, you remember that necklace you wrought my wife? Well, last night in a fervor of dance, her glass broke open. Now I'm off for Salamis. If you've the leisure, go by tonight and stick a bolt pin in her open clasp." And another goes to a cobbler, a soldierly fellow, always standing up erect. He says to the cobbler, "Cobbler, my wife's sandal strap pinches her, hurts her little toe in a place where she's sensitive. Now, go by at noon and see if you can stretch out wider this thing that troubles her. Loosen its tightness." And so you observe the result. Consider my case. I, a magistrate, come here to draw money to buy oar blades. And what happens? The women slam the door full in my face. Well, standing about's no use. Bring me a crowbar. I shall chastise this their impertinence. What you gaping at, wretch, with those dazzled eyes? Appearing for a tavern, I suppose? Well, bring me a crowbar. I shall prize away with crowbars. I shall prize away myself.
Stop banging. I'm coming of my own accord.
arrest this woman. Tie her hands behind.
If he brushes me with a finger, by Artemis the public menial, he'll be sorry for it.
Are you afraid? Well, two of you then. Grab her about the middle. Tie her hands and end it.
If I find Roses, if your hand touches her, I'll spread you out and trample on your guts.
Ooh, our guts? Yeah. Where's that archer? Find that minx who talks so prettily.
By Phosphor, if your hand moves out her way, you better have a surgeon somewhere handy.
You too. Well, where's that archer gone? Well, I'm going to put an end to these surprise parties.
1 inch nearer my fingers, and it's a bald man that'll be yelling.
Tut tut. What's this? Deserted by my archers. Well, women never can defeat us. Onwards. Close up your ranks, my Lysistrats. Forward at them.
By the gods, here you'll find a way to 4 companies of most pugnacious women, armed cap a pie from the topmost lowering curl to the lowest angry dimple.
On, Scythians, bind them! Bind
All
them!
allies of our high design, vendors of grain, eggs, pulse, and vegetables, ye garlic cabin keepers of bakeries, knock, strike, hit, scratch, and slap our foes, be finely improved. Tell them what you think of them. Enough! Retire and do not rob the dead.
Oh, how basely did my archer force come off?
You thought it was a herd of slaves you had to tackle, and you didn't guess the thirst for glory ardent in our blood.
Oh, by Apollo, I know well the thirst that heats thy blood, especially when a wineskin's close.
Oh, you waste your breath, dear magistrate, I fear, in answering back. What's the point of arguing with such a rampageous pack? Look how they washed us down in these, the very clothes I wore, with water that looked nasty. And it smelled, too, even more.
Well, what else to do, since you drew so dangerously nigh? And if you do it again, I will punch you in the eye! Right, I'm a quiet, stay at home, and a very quiet life enjoy, polite to all and every, for I'm naturally coy. But still, if you wake a wasp's nest of wasps, you must beware.
How may this ferocity be tamed? It grows too great to bear. Question them, and find if they'll perchance declare the reason they so strangely dare to seize on Kranos' citadel, the shrine above the precipice, the Acropolis. Probe them. But watch they do not try to deceive, because you'd be neglecting your office if this mystery unplumbed you leave.
Wait a minute now. Tell what I say, I ask directly. Answer without rambling. Well, what is your rebellious purpose in closing up on our noses our own temple gate?
To take first the treasury from your management, and so end the war through the absence of gold.
Is gold, then, the cause of the war?
Yes, gold caused it, and miseries more, too many to be told. 'Twas for money, and money alone, that Pisander and all the army of mob agitators raised up revolutions. But, as for the future, it won't be worthwhile to set up to be traitors. Not an obol they'll get for their loot, not an obol, while we have the treasure chest in our command.
Well, what then is it that you propose?
Merely this, to take the exchequer henceforth in hand.
The exchequer? Ha! 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 Huh?
Yes, and why not? Of our capabilities, you've had various clear evidences. Firstly, remember we have always administered soundly the budget of all home expenses.
Oh, but this matter is different.
How is it different?
Why, it deals chiefly with wartime supplies.
But we abolish war straight by our policy.
And what shall you do if emergency should arise?
Face them in our own way.
What, you will?
Yes, we will.
Well, there's no help for it then. We're all destroyed.
No, you must be saved willy-nilly.
What madness is this?
It seems you're annoyed. It must be done, that's all.
Why do you women come meddling and prying in affairs of state, touching upon wartime and peace?
That I will tell you.
Oh, tell me quickly, or I shall...
Hearken a while, and from threatening cease.
Oh, come on, you've far more than we have to dread.
Oh, shut up, you carrion crow there. Continue.
Be calm, and I'll go ahead. All the long years, while the plodding war carried on, we, unassuming, forgotten in silence, endured without question, endured in our loneliness, all your incessant child's antic and riot. Our lips we kept tied, though aching in silence, though well all the while in our silence we knew how wretchedly everything was progressing, from listening dumbly the day long to you. For always at home you continued discussing the war and its politics loudly, times would ask you, our hearts deep with sorrowing, though we spoke lightly, though happy to see you. What's to be inscribed on the side of the treaty stone? What dear was said in the assembly today? Mind your own business, he'd answer me growlingly. Hold your tongue, woman, or else go away. And so I would hold it.
I'd not be silent for any man. No, not I.
Not for staff.
Well, so I did nothing but sit in the house feeling dreary and sigh, while ever arrived some fresh tale of decisions made more foolish by far and presaging disaster. Then I would say to him, oh, my dear husband, why still do they rush on destruction the faster? At which he would look at me sideways, exclaiming, keep for your web and your shuttle your care, for some hours hence your cheeks will be sore and hot. Leave this alone. War is man's sole affair.
By Zeus, a man of fine sense, he. Yes.
How sensible, you dotard! Because he at no time lent his intractable ears to absorb from our counsel one temperate word of advice kindly meant? But when, in the streets, we heard shouted everywhere, ringing the ominous cry, is there no one to help us, no savior in Athens? And no, there is no one come back in reply. At once, a convention of all wives through Hellas here for a serious purpose was held. To discover how husbands might yet, back to wisdom, despite their reluctance in time, be compelled. Why then delay any longer? It's decided. From now on, you'll take up our old occupation. Now, in turn, you'll hold tongue and listen as we show the way to recover the nation.
But you talk to us while you're mad on our standing.
Cease babbling, you fool. Till I end, hold your tongue.
If I should take orders from one who wears veils, may my neck be straightway and deservedly wrung.
Oh, is that what keeps pestering you? I've a veil here for your hair. I'll fit you out in everything as is only fair.
I've a wreath for you, too.
I'll add a wool basket, too.
Girdled now. Sit humbly at home, munching beans while you card wool and comb. For war from now on is the women's affair.
Come down, pitchers all, and others. Now come and adventurers, taking your due part.
I could dance, 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 and be fresher after. I could dance away numberless suns, to no weariness let my knees bend. Earth I could brave with laughter, having such wonderful girls here to friend. Oh, the daring, the gracious, the beautiful ones. Their courage, unswerving and witty, will rescue our city.
Oh, sprung from the seeds of most valiant wombed grandmothers, scions of savage and dangerous nettles, this way the wind of sweet victory settles.
Oh, tender Eros and Lady of Cyprus, some flush of beauty I pray you devise to flash on our bosoms, and oh, Aphrodite, rosily gleam on our valorous thighs. Joy will raise up its head through the legions warring, and all the far-serried ranks of mad love bristle the earth to the pillared horizon, pointing in vain towards the heavens above. I think that perhaps then they will give us our title. Peacemakers.
What do you mean? Please explain.
First, we'll not have you flourishing arms about the marketing place clang again.
No, by the Paphian.
Still, I can conjure them as past where the herb stands or crockery sold. Like corybants jangling, poor sots, they fully armoured round on the promenade strolled.
And rightly, that's discipline.
But what's sillier than to go on the errand of buying a fish, carrying an immense Gorgon buckler instead of the usual platter or dish? A soldier I lately saw, a Philak, dressed for the part, mounted on horseback with long ringlets and all, stow in his helmet the omelette bought steaming from an old woman who kept a food stall. Nearby, a soldier, a Thasian, was wildly shaking his spear to frighten a fig girl, while unseen the ruffian filched from his fruit trays the ripest away.
And how, may I ask, shall your rule re-establish peace and order in land so tormented?
Nothing is easier.
Oh, out with it speedily. What is this plan you boast you've invented?
If, when yarn we are winding, it chances to tangle, then, as perchance you may know, through the pool, this way and that, this game we keep passing until at last it is free all again. So, to untangle the war and its errors, ambassadors out on all sides we will send, this way and that, here, there, round about. Soon you'll find that the war has an end.
So, with domestic analogies and tricks of the household of skeins and spools and threads, you think you'll unwind such complexity? Solve political problems? You fools!
Well, first, as we wash dirty wool so as to cleanse it, so with a pitiless zeal we will scrub through the whole city for all greasy fellows. Burrs, too, the parasites out we will scrub. That verminous plague of insensate place seekers, soon between thumb and forefinger we'll crack. All those who inside Athens' walls make their dwelling into one great common basket we'll pack. Disenfranchised or citizens, allies or aliens, pell-mell the lot of them, in we will squeeze till they discover humanity's meaning. As for disjointed or far colonies, them you must never from this time think of as scattered like lost hanks of wool. Each portion will take and wind into this centre, inward to Athens, all loyalty pull, till from the vast heap where all's piled together, at last can be woven a strong cloak of state.
Oh, how awful it is to stand here and watch them winding and carting away at will with our fate. Witless in war as they are.
And what of us then? Whoever in vain for our children must weep, born but to perish afar and in vain.
Oh, not that. Let that one memory sleep.
Then, while we should be companions still merrily, happy as brides may the livelong night, kissing youth by, we are forced to lie single. But leave for a moment our pitiful plight. It hurts even more to behold the poor maidens, helpless, wrinkling in staler virginity.
Does a man not age?
Not in the same way. Not as a woman grows withered, grows he. He, when returned from the war, though grey-headed, still if he wishes can choose out a wife. But she has no solace, save peering for omens, wretched and lonely the rest of her life.
Well, the old man who can still erect a...
Why not be finished and die? A beer is easy to buy. A honey cake, I'll knead you with joy. This garland will see you undecked.
I've a wreath for you too.
And a final token for the deceased.
What more is lacking? Step aboard the boat. See, Charon shouts ahoy. You're keeping him. He wishes to shove a float.
Such outrageous insults, thus my place to flout. To my fellow magistrates I'll go, and what you've perpetrated show.
Why are you blaming us for laying you out? Be assured we'll not forget to make the third day offering early for your sake.
All you men who call your loins your own, arise at last, stripped to stand in readiness. For it seems to me that some more perilous offense they now devise.
I'm sure a tyranny like that of Hippias in this I detect. They mean to put us under them, I suspect. And Laconians assembling at Cleisthenes' house have played a trick of war and provoked them madly to raid the treasury, in which term I include the pay for our food.
Is it not preposterous that they should talk this way to us on subjects such as battle?
No, yeah, and women as they are, about bronze bucklers dare prattle. Make alliance with the Spartans. People who like hungry wolves, should most sincerely shun. Oh yes, some more perilous offense they have up their sleeve, I believe. But they won't get me, that no. I'll go on my watch, a myrtle-wreathed sword forever in my hand. In the public place, I'll take my stand, shoulder to shoulder with Aristogiton. And I'll start at once by drawing my staff and knocking that shocking hag upon the jaw.
Your own mother will not know you when you get back to town. But first, my friends and allies, let us lay these garments down, and hark to me while I tell them lead Athens well, just as is right. I too have been a sharer in the proud splendor of the lavish city. I bore the holy vessels at 7. Pounded barley at the age of 10. And soon after this, clad in yellow robes, I was Little Bear to the Braronian Artemis. And then, eclected in figs, grown tall and pretty, I was a basket bearer! And so, it's just and right that I should give you advice that I think good, the very best I can. It should not prejudice my voice that I'm not born a man, for I'm taxed too, and as a toll provide men for the nation, while miserable graybeards, you it is true, contribute nothing whatsoever to our needs. But the treasure of the meads you've squandered. Do nothing save that you make our lives and persons hazardous by your imbecile mistakes. What have you to say? Now be careful! Do not arouse my spite, or with my slipper I shall take you napping, faces slapping left and right!
Oh, what villainies they contrive! Come! All you that below the waist are still alive! Off with your tunics at my call! Naked all! For a man must strip to battle like a man! Forward quaking, brave steps taking, careless what's ahead! White shoot in the nude, onward bold! All ye who garrisoned Lysistrata of old! Let each one wag as youthfully as he can! And if he has the cause at heart, rise at least a span!
We must take a stand and keep to it, for if we yield the smallest bit to their importunity, then nowhere from their inroads will be left to us immunity. But they'll be building ships, and their navies will attack us, as Artemisia did to fight us and to sack us. And the knights that they will rob of a job, for everyone knows how talented they are in the saddle, having long practiced how to straddle. Then think of Myron's painting. All the Amazon backed in hand-to-hand combat with men. Now, come on these women, fall, and let's stick quick the necks of one and all.
Don't cross me or I'll loose the beast that's kennelled here. Soon you'll be howling for a truce, howling out with fear. And you, my dear, strike also, so that women may battle unhindered. Ooh, and you'll be too sore to eat garlic more or one black bean. What I really mean is how great's my spleen to kick you black and blue with these, my dangerous lays. Ooh, I'll hatch the lot of you. Ooh, with my rage you dash on, the way the relentless beetle hatch the eagle's eggs. Scorn for me, set aside every silly old man threat while Lampedo's with me. Or dearest Mina, the noble Theban girl. Then let decree be hotly powered decree. In vain will be your labors, you futile load, abominated by the suffering of your neighbors. To Hecate's feast I yesterday went off I sent to our neighbors in Boeotia, asking as a gift to me for them to pack immediately that darling dainty thing. A good fat eel I meant, of course.
But they refuse. Some idiotic old decree is in force. Oh, this strange passion for decree is nothing on earth can check. Till someone puts a foot out, tripping you, and slipping, you break your neck!
They got their clothes, got their clothes.
Well, mistress of our martial enterprise, why do you come with sorrow in your eyes?
'Tis on naughty femininity, so weak in one place, that hath saddened me.
What's this? Please speak.
Poor women, oh so weak.
What could it be? Surely your friends may know.
Yea, I must speak it, though it hurt me so.
Speak. Can we help? Don't stand there mute in me.
I'll blurt it out then. Our women's armies mutiny.
Oh, Zeus!
What is Zeus to our anatomy? That is the gaping calamity I meant. I cannot shut their ravenous appetite hides a moment longer. They're all deserting. The first I caught was sidling through the postern close by the cave of Faire. The next, hoisting herself with rope and pulley down, while a third on point of slipping past, while a fourth malcontent, seated for instant flight on bird back, I dragged off by the heron time. They're all snatching excuses to sneak home. Look, there goes one. What's your hurry?
I must get home. I've some Milesian wool packed wasting away, and moths are pushing through it.
Moths, indeed, I know. Get back within.
By the two goddesses, I'll be back instantly. I only want to stretch it on my bed.
You'll stretch nothing and go nowhere either.
Must I never use my wool then?
If needs be.
Oh, how unfortunate I am. Oh, my poor flax. It's left at home unstripped.
So here's another that wishes to go home and strip her flax. Inside again.
No, by the goddess of light, I'll be back as soon as I have flayed it properly.
You'll not flay anything, for if you start, there'll not be one here but has some patch to be flayed.
Holy Alethea, stay this birth until I've left the precincts of this place.
What nonsense is this?
Oh, I'll drop it any minute.
Yesterday you weren't with child.
But I am today. Oh, fetch me a midwife, Lysistrata, quickly.
What is this? Tell. What is this hard lump here?
It's a male child.
My Aphrodite it isn't. Your belly's hollow and has the feel of metal. Why, I can soon see you, hussy. It's Athena's sacred hell! And you said you were with child.
And so I am.
Then why the hell?
So if the throws were to catch me while still in these grounds, I could use it as if a dove, like a laying nest in which to drop the child.
Oh, more pretext. You can't hide your clear intent. And anyway, why not wait until the 10th day meditating a brazen name for your brass brat?
Lysistrata, I can hardly sleep a wink since I saw the snake sentinel of the shrine.
And all those dreadful owls and their weird hooting. Though I'm wearied out, I can't close an eye.
Wicked women, cease from juggling lies. You want your men. But what of them also? They toss as sleepless in the lonely night, I'm sure of it. But hold out a teeny weeny longer. An oracle has promised victory if we don't wrangle. Would you hear the words?
Yes, please.
Silence then, you chatterboxes. Here. Whenas the swallows, flocking in one place from the hookahs, deny their legs love's gambols any more, then shall all sorrows find an ending, and great Zeus the Thunderer shall put above what was below before.
So shall the men always be kept under us.
But if the swallows argue among themselves, flying out of the temple, refusing to agree, then the most wanton birds in all the world, they shall be named forever. That's his decree.
Well, it's obvious what that means.
Now, we must let no agony deter from duty. Back to your quarters, for we are base indeed, my friends, if we betray the oracle.
To relate to you a fable they used to employ when I was a little boy. How once a young man, Millennium by name,
through fear of the marriage bed, to the wilderness ran, and there in the hills he dwelt. For hares he set a net, with his dog he set. He may still be there yet. Such was the fear that he felt. I no less loathe women. Therefore, no less chaste will I be than was Melanion.
Hey, Grandma, do you fear men as much?
Onions, you won't need to cry.
Oh, from my foot you won't escape!
Oh, a thick forest I spy. No, I'll relate a rival fable just to show you a different point of view. There was a rough-hewn fellow, Timon, with a face that glowered as through a thorn bush in a wild, bleak place. He too decided on flight, this very fury son, all the world's ways to shun and hide from everyone. But though he reared this hate for men, he loved the women even then, and never thought them enemies.
Ooh, your jaw is like to break!
Oh, that I fear, do you suppose?
Learn what kicks my legs can make!
Oh, me! Oh, raise them up, and you'll expose your...
Nay, you'll see all is well kept despite my age, and tended smooth enough to slip from any adversary's grip.
Put that down! Put it down!
Hello there, hasten hither to me. Skip along fast. Why the noise? A man, I spy a frenzied man. He carries love upon him like a staff.
But wherever can he be?
By the temple of Chloe.
Ah, there he is. But who can he be?
Look at him. Does anyone recognize his face?
I do. He is my husband, Synesius.
You know how to work. Lead him on. Seduce him to the cozening point. Kiss him, then slip your mouth aside just as he's sure of it. Ungirdle every embrace his mouth feels at, save that the oak upon the bowl has locked.
You can rely on me.
I'll stay here to help in building up his ardor to its height of vain magnificence. The rest to their quarters. Who is it that stands within our lines?
I?
A man?
Too much a man.
Then be off at once.
Who are you that thus eject me?
The guard for the day.
By all the gods, then call Marine hither.
Oh, by all the gods, call Marine hither. Who are you?
I am her husband, Synesius, son of Penis.
Welcome, dear friend. That glorious name of yours is quite familiar in our ranks. Your wife has it continually in her mouth. Why, she cannot touch an apple or an egg, but she must say this to Synesius.
Oh, is that true?
By Aphrodite, it is. Why, if the conversation strikes on men, your wife cuts in with, oh, our boobies to Synesius.
Oh, then call her here.
But what am I to get?
This, if you want it. See what I have here? I'll give it you to Dandle.
Then I'll call her.
Be quick, be quick. Ah! All grace is wiped from life since she went away. Oh, sad. Sad am I when there I enter on that loneliness, and wine is unvintaged of the sun's flavor, and food is tasteless since I've grown this.
I love him oh so much, but he won't have it. Don't call me down to him.
Sweet little Marine, what do you mean? Come here.
Oh, no, I won't. Why are you calling me? You don't want me.
Not want you with this weak old strength of love?
Farewell.
Don't go, please don't go. Marine, at least you'll hear our child. Call your mother, lad.
Come down, Mother. I missed you ever so much.
There now, don't you feel pity for the child? He's not been fed or washed now for 6 weeks.
Oh, I certainly pity him with so heartless a father.
Come down, my sweetest. Come for the child's sake.
Trying life it is to be a mother. I suppose I'd better go.
How much younger she looks.
How fresher and how prettier marine lift up your lovely face. Your disdainful face. And your ankle. Let your scorn step out its worst. It only rubs me to more passion here.
Oh. You're as innocent as he's iniquitous. Oh. Let me kiss you, honey peckling mother's darling.
Oh, how wrong to follow other women's counsel and let loose all these throbbing voids in yourself as well as in me. Tell me, don't you go throb?
Take away your hands.
Everything in the house is being ruined.
I don't care at all.
The roosters are picking your web to rags. Do you mind that?
Not I.
Oh, what time we've wasted! We might have drenched with Paphian laughter, flung on Aphrodite's mysteries. Oh, come here!
Not till the treaty finishes the war.
If you must have it, then we'll get it done.
Do it and I'll come home. Till then, I am bound.
Well, let us have a quick on the ground.
No! No. Still, I'll not say that I don't love you.
Oh, you love me? Then, dear girl, let me get above you.
You must be joking. The boy's looking on.
Oh, here, Manus, take the child over. There, he's gone. There's nothing in the way now. Come to the point.
Here in the open, in plain sight?
In Pan's Cave, a splendid place.
Where shall I dress my hair again before returning to the citadel?
You can easily primp yourself in the clepsydra. The clepsydra. The clepsydra!
I don't know what that
is! But how can I break my oath?
Leave that to me. I'll take all the risk.
Well, let me get you a small couch.
Oh, don't worry, I'd just as soon lie on the grass.
No, my Apollo, in spite of all your faults, I'll not have you lying on the nasty earth.
Oh, how she loves me.
Rest there on the bench while I arrange my clothes. Oh, but what a shame. You need some cushions first.
Oh, why the cushions? Please don't get them.
What? Lie on the plain. Hard. Wood? Never, by Artemis, that would be too vulgar.
Open your arms.
No, wait a second.
Oh, then hurry back again.
Here the cushions are. Lie down while oh dear, but what a nuisance. You need more pillows.
I don't want them, dear.
But I do. Raise up your head.
There. That's everything at last.
Yes. Oh.
Then run to my arms, you golden girl.
I'm coming. I'm just loosening my girdle. But you've not forgotten. You're not deceiving me about the treaty?
No. I'm not.
Come on with that.
Well, you've no blanket.
No, it's not the silly blankets want, but yours I want.
Never mind. You'll soon have both. I'll come straight back.
The woman will choke me with her coverlets.
Get up a moment.
I'm up high enough.
Would you like me to perfume you?
Why, Apollo, no.
Why, Aphrodite, I'll do it anyway.
Lord Zeus, may she soon use up all the myrrh.
Stretch out your hand, take it, and rub it in.
It's not as fragrant as it might be. That is, not before it's smeared. It doesn't smell of kisses.
Oh, how silly I am. I brought you Rhodian scent.
It's good enough. Leave it, love.
You must be dressed in.
Oh, plague rack the man that first confounded scent.
Here, take this flask.
Here, I have a better one. Doesn't matter. Don't tease me. Lie down. Get nothing else.
I'm coming. I'm just drawing off my shoes. You're sure you will vote for peace?
I'll think about it.
Oh!
No! I'm dead! The woman's worn me all away. She's gone and left me with an anguished pulse.
balked in your amorous delight.
How melancholy is your plight.
With sympathy your case I view,
For I'm sure it's hard on you. What human being could sustain
such unforeseen domestic strain?
Not a single trace
of willing women in the place?
Oh, Zeus, what throbbing suffering! She did it all. The harlot! Her with all her harlotty harlotsomeness.
Nay, rather call it darling sweet.
Darling sweet, she's a nasty, wicked thing!
A wicked thing, as I repeat. Oh, Zeus, canst thou not suddenly let loose some twirling hurricane to tear her flapping up along the air and drop her when she's whirled around, here, to the ground, neatly impaled upon the stake that's ready upright for her sake.
What here grabs the senate and the prettiness? Or fetch dispatches for them?
Are you a man or a monstrosity?
Oh, I'm a skip-brain lad. I'm an herald, as you can see. We've come from Sparta, turning into pace.
Then why do you hold that lance that sticks out under your arm?
I've brought no lance.
Then why do you turn aside and hold your cloak out away from your body? Is your groin swollen with the stress of traveling?
By Castor, I swear this man is wood.
But it stands right out, my rascal fellow.
Now, I tell you, no. No, enough of your leering.
Well, then what is it?
Well, 'tis my dispatch cane.
Of course, the Spartan cane. But I know of this already. Tell me, are new privations rising up in Sparta?
Hark! Hard as can be. In lofty, lusty columns. Our allies, the stand united. We maun get plain.
Oh, whence comes this evil? Is it from Pan?
Nah. Lampedo first ran escaped, then the others sprinted at her example and blocked the hisses. Their whims unscathed against our every flitch.
And what did you do?
Wheel broken and bit double. Limp like men carrying lanterns in great winds about the city. They wouldn't even let us with the lightest now, steal their premise pretties. They only concluded peace terms with the Hellas.
So this conspiracy is universal. This proves it. Now, return to Sparta and bid them send envoys with full powers to treat the peace. I shall urge the Senate here to appoint plenipotentiary ambassadors as argument inducing this election.
I'm off. Your wisdom could ne'er be controverted.
Yes.
I should not be there.
No beast, no rush of fire, like woman so untamed. She calmly goes her way, where even panthers would be shamed.
And yet it seems you're fool enough to dare to war with me, when for your faithful ally you might win me easily.
Oh, never could the hate I feel for womankind grow less.
Then have your will, but I'll take pity on your nakedness, for I can see just how ridiculous you look. And so will help you with your tunic, if close up I now may go.
Oh, well, that by Zeus is no scoundrel deed, I frankly will admit. For I only threw off my tunic in a scoundrel raging fit.
Yeah. Now you look sensible, and that you're men no one could doubt. And we were but good friends again. I'd take that insect out that hurts your eye.
Insect? Oh, is that what's been paining me this long while now? Pluck it out and show me what it is that stings.
Oh, I'll agree to that, although you've been most unmannerly. Oh, what a great net! I can tell it comes from Marcy Tricoriusis.
A hell it is to live with you, a hell to live without. How truly was that said? But come, these enmities let's quell. You stop from giving orders, and we'll stop from doing wrong.
There's only one condition made. When peace is signed once more, on no account am I to be repaid.
And I'm making preparation for a gay select collation with some youths of reputation. I've managed to produce some soup, and they're roasting for me a suckling pig. Its flesh should be as tender as can be. That's why I shall expect you at my house today. To the baths, make an early visit. Don't dawdle along the way, and bring your children along. Enter as if the place were your own, henceforth it is. If nothing chances wrong, the door will then be shut bang in your face. Here come the Spartan envoys with long, worried beards. Hail, Spartans!
How do you fare? No need for a clutter of words. Do you see my condition?
Ooh, and the situation swells to greater tension.
Something soon will explode.
It's awful truly. But come, let us with the best of speed we may scribble apace.
Ah! I see our men with their, like wrestlers poised for combat, pull their tunics out from their bellies. A wrestler's malady, since exercise alone can bring relief.
Can anyone tell us where Lysistrata is? There is no need to describe our men's condition. It shows up plainly enough.
It's the same disease. Do you feel a jerking, throbbing in the morning?
By Zeus, yes. In these straits I'm wrapped all through. Unless peace is soon declared, we should be in the void of women. We should be driven to try Cleisthenes.
Then cover yourself with your tunics. Who knows what kind of person may perceive you?
By Zeus, you're right.
Fine at 12 goddesses.
Indeed you are. Let's put our tunics on. Oh, let's see there now. Oh, that's better. That's better. There we are.
Hail, my fellow sufferers. Hail, Spartans.
Already, darling. What a wonderful thing.
Oh, if they would see you, not so that long in 1 days.
Minstrels.
Yes, tell us, Spartans, what has brought you here?
We come to treat apace.
Oh, well spoken there, and we the same. Let us call out Lysistrata, since she alone can settle the peace term.
I'll bring out Lysistrata's tea.
If you don't mind.
No, indeed. She hears your voices and she
comes. Hail, wonder of all women! Now you must be in turn. Hard.
Shifting.
clear,
Deceitful.
noble.
Strong. Sweet.
And stern.
The foremost men of Hellas, smitten by your fascination, have brought their tangled quarrels here for your sole arbitration.
An easy task if the love's raging homesickness doesn't start trying out how well each other will serve instead of us. But I'll know straight away if they have. Where's that girl? Reconciliation? Delegates, and see you lift no rude or violent hand, none of the churlish ways our husbands used, but lead them courteously as women should, and if they grudge fingers, guide them with other means, and introduce them with ready tact. The Athenians draw by whatever offers you a grip. Now, Spartans, stay here facing me. Here, you Athenians, both hearken to my words. I'm a woman, but I'm no fool. And what of natural intelligence I own has been filled out with the remembered precepts my father and city elders taught me. First, I reproach you both sides equally, that when at Pelée or Olympia, Pytho, or many other shrines that I can name, you sprinkle from a single cup the altars common to all Hellas, yet you rack Hellenic cities, bloody Hellas with the deaths of her own sons, while yonder clangs the gathering menace of barbarians.
We cannot hold it in much longer now.
Now unto you, O Spartans, do I speak. Do you forget how once your own countryman, Heraclitus, came here, suppliant before our altars, pale in his purple robes, praying for an army, when in Messenia danger growled and the sea god made earth waver? Then, with 4,000 hoplites, Simon marched forth and saved all Sparta. But, base ingrates, now you are ravaging the soil of your preservers.
By Zeus, they do great wrong, Lysistrata.
Oh, great rag indeed. Oh, what a luscious wench! Oh.
Now I turn to you, Athenians. Do you forget also how once the Spartans, in days when you wore slavish tunics, came, and with their spears stood by your shoulder on that day. They freed you, so that for the slave's short skirt, you might wear the trailing cloak of liberty.
I've never seen a nobler woman anywhere.
Oh, nor I, with such pretty jointly hips.
Now, brethren, joined with mutual benefactions, can you still war? Can you suffer such disgrace? Why not be friends? What is there to prevent you?
We're agreed. Jen, that we get this tempting mole, eh?
Which one?
The one that we've wanted to get into for oh so long.
Pylos, of course.
Oh.
Give it up.
Then what will we do? We need that ticklish place there united to us.
Ask for some other lurking hole in return.
Then we shall take this snug thing here, Ekinus, shall we call the nestling spot, and then of course this backside haven, and then these desirable twin promontories, and then of course these Megarian legs.
No!
Never!
Agreed. Now, was it 2 legs, more or less?
I want to strip it once and plough my land.
Oh, and now you want to fertilize it once.
And so you can, once peace is declared. Now, if you mean it, get your allies' heads together and come to some conclusion.
Wait, what's allies? We prisoners one man to this conclusion. All allies are jumping mad to drive it home.
And ours the same for sure.
I agree with all of you. Now off and cleanse yourself at the Acropolis, for we invite you all in for a supper from a commissariat of baskets. There, at table, you will pledge good behavior and uprightness. Then each man's wife is his to hustle home.
Well, come quickly as possible.
Oh, as quick as you like.
Oi,
Jesus, quickly.
Broidered stuff on high and keeping, fashionable cloaks and sweeping trains, not even gold gods keeping. Take them all, I pray you, take them all. I do not care. Ooh, you can deck your children, your daughter, with the basket she's to bear. Come, take of this rich hoard a share. Not so skillfully tied, but you would seal can break and plunder all you can spy inside. I have laid out all that I can spare, and therefore you will see nothing unless than I your shop ride. If lacking corn a man may be, while his slaves clamor hungrily, and his excessive progeny, well, I've a handful at home which is always to be had, and to which a more than life-size load I'll gladly add. So tell the poor to bring with them bag or sack, and fill their wallets full. Come, take of this, but wait, don't intrude, or terrified you'll yell. My dog is hungry too, and barks. Beware.
Open the door!
Move along!
What's this? Shall I singe you with my torch?
Yeah, do it! You should! That'd be funny.
Oh, no, I couldn't do it. It's too vulgar. Oh, but if it'll gratify the audience, I could mortify myself, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'll do it too.
Yeah?
We'll both be crude and vulgar.
Be off at once or you'll be well endured just for your hair.
Be off and be sure you don't disturb the Spartan envoys just getting back from the splendid feast they've had.
I have never known a more pleasant banquet before, and what delightful fellows the Spartans are. But when we grow warm with wine, how wise we grow.
Oh, so too, since when we're sobers, we're such fools. This is the advice I'd give the Athenians. Always visit Sparta drunk. And when we are sober, we misinterpret half of what they say, and we miss half of the things that were never said at all. And then we report the whole muddle back to Athens. Now, but we're charmed with each other now. Now, they may tap with the Telemon catch instead of the clay Tagora, but we'll throw it and praise them just the same. Now, we're not too scrupulous in weighing our words.
Now, Hinicarus, take up your pipe and at my spring and sing my best.
Oi, in honor of the Athenians and ourselves.
Nothing could glad my heart more than to watch you dance.
Aye. It's not all about fighting, Spartan. We dance
I
on
am delighted. Peace is the voice of the earth. Spartans, sort out your wives, Athenians yours. Let each man catch hands with his wife and dance his joy. Dance out his thanks. be grateful in music, and promise reformation with his heels.
Oh, dancers forward, lead out the graces!
Hey! Hey!